Hey everyone, we are responding to stuff. What's up, John?
Yo, ho,
What's happening, fool?
yo, my ho, what's been going down?
You sound all crackly. You sound like you're manifesting.
I haven't heard that word in a good long time.
Mwah.
Manifesting. I say that about people all the time. Look, he's manifesting. Okay, so I had to listen to your interview today with a guy named James. What was his last name?
James Lindsay.
Okay, and this guy has written a book. And what's the title of the book? I believe you alluded to the title about 65 times, Mark. What
Yeah, that's what you do when you haven't read a book. Um, Everybody is wrong about God.
Okay, and this is written by a theist or an atheist?
Uh, well, here's the kind of thing. I don't know that he even labels himself. He's kind of the whole premise of the book is talking about like post atheism. So it's kind of like he's kind of against the label atheist.
Oh, God. So now there's post-atheism as well as atheism.
Just live your life. Be a human. They're trying to steal your idea, John. That's what I want you to respond to.
Well, yeah, they are trying to steal my idea of just being a human. But what really irks me about that whole interview, no offense to yourself, was that man completely lacks any sort of human emotion. The Borg. He's an automaton.
He's a mathematician.
Is he?
Yes, he's done.
Okay.
He's trained. He's been a professor for 10 years or something.
Oh, I think he needs some more sexual experiences in his life.
You're ruthless, John. You're ruthless.
Good blowy will set him right. Like, I'm not offering, but, you know.
I'll give him your email.
A good bit of both.
Once you go both, um,
Johnny both ways.
Johnny both ways. Oh dear. So what was your initial over like what were some of the highlights if you could throw some ideas out there?
Well, I like the way you belittled him about the title of his book about, as I said, 65 times or so. I think finally he'd had enough, and he said, I liked it. I like the title. Can't change it now. It's published. It's published. I can't change it now.
Yeah, I said I was just like
That was a
flippantly
highlight.
I was just like flippantly telling him he could change the title of his book. What
After
the fuck do I know about books?
this guy's thinking, why is this cunt telling me to change the title of my fucking book? If he had emotions, that's what he'd be thinking.
Oh dear.
All
Oh,
he's thinking is, I am an automaton.
the thing
I
is,
must
just you know,
I
for some context,
exterminate,
it was
exterminate this, yes,
the humans
exterminate.
are dead.
Yes, yes.
So
I thought he did ask a good question though, which seemed to have you stumbling for words.
what was that?
What does God mean to you?
Yeah. Yeah, he did kind of. Yeah, you're right. I'll put my hand up to that one because I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Like it's I just have no idea. And I didn't. I mean, he wasn't interested in getting into a kind of a debate anyway about the existence of God. So I didn't.
No masturbates over the Bible.
Yeah, yeah, for
What,
sure,
did you hear that?
for sure. Yeah, we totally got that.
It was a zinger.
That was a zinger. That was indeed a zinger.
Straight through to the key for that one, mate.
So I think we're sort of coming back to our own with this whole responding to stuff series, aren't we? I think we sort of lost our way a bit. We're coming back to
Well, I
atheism.
think responding to stupidity in the atheist camp. But what I have done today, I have thought about this for a long time. I am now officially upgrading atheism from religion to a full-fledged, full-blown cult.
It's
Atheism is now a cult with cult leaders, and they even now have methods of converting other people
yeah,
through street epistemology.
it's
Because
pretty
I do believe
bizarre.
Peter Bulgy Peter Bolgi, he wrote the foreword to this guy's book, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so these are all farts coming from the same arse. It's all smelly old street epistemology again, isn't it?
It's all farts coming.
Different smells, different farts, same arsehole.
Well done, well said. You're
We
as
need to get
gentleman and a scholar.
We need to get Peter Bolgi on the show.
What, on this show?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I forgot we did.
And destroy.
Oh, these thin-skinned atheists, John. I thought they were so tough.
Well, to be honest, I thought they were quite an intellectual bunch, but really they're just a little bunch of babies in the kindergarten, really, aren't they?
Yeah, it's kind of falling apart for me, and I'm quite distraught. I don't know what to do. It's turning my world upside down, John.
Well, what are you gonna align yourself with if atheism falls into a heap?
Might have to go back to Pentecostalism, to be honest with you.
Praise the Lord, brother.
Amen. More, Lord, more.
Well, more Lord. Oh, karabasha karabara.
Bring down the fire.
The Honda should have been a Yamaha.
Why don't we just start our own ministry, John?
I heard that you had an experience today with street epistemologists.
I pissed
Yes
them off.
or no?
I did. Okay. I may have burned some bridges. I don't know. Look, I came into one of the
bridges.
What's that?
Don't annoy them. Don't burn bridges.
I know. They're so tender.
That's not what I'm about.
I know. It's all hashtag love, isn't it?
Okay, so tell me what happened.
So I went into Blab, which is like a video chat site, and they were doing this whole blab about street epistemology.
Who's they?
Well, there was who was it? I don't actually know the guys. I don't know their names. Lucas was.
Find this video?
Lucas was in there. Well, it was on Twitter, so Lucas had a link to it. So I went in there, jumped on camera with my retarded face. And I basically did my whole little rant as you've mocked me. I've been a street preacher for 5 years. I just kind of deconstructed them. And so I said,
How
look,
did you do that?
well, I just told them that, they're basically going up to people with this false premise and pretending to be open-minded and pretending to listen and pretending like they give a shit about what people are saying. And, I essentially told them that they should be more honest and be more transparent.
It is very deceptive if you pretend that you're not an atheist and going up to theists trying to convince them that they don't
Well,
actually
apparently
believe
they have
it.
conversations with atheists as well. So I don't know what they're at. They've gone rogue, John. They've gone rogue.
Are they trying to convert the atheists to their particular brand of atheism?
Well, even this guy James said to me today that even the atheists are wrong about God as well. So I don't know. I don't know.
Well. Okay, and what happened anyway? They got all thin-skinned?
They got all thin-skinned. They went all hashtag thin-skinned, and they basically, I got accused of not really listening, which, I was listening, and I was actually responding quite specifically to their points, and that's what I find quite funny. I'm a fantastic listener. I know it's not a common thing to say, but I am. And they just don't like the idea of street epistemology being deconstructed because they have to see it like this flawless method that's bulletproof, right? Otherwise, it crumbles.
Right.
They have to protect it with every fiber of their being.
Which is a very cult-like behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah. And then, so I jumped off camera, and then someone else jumped in, and they were like, "Oh, do you do street epistemology?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I've just started." And I was like, "Okay." And then it just kind of, it just felt creepy, dude. They were just like, it was like, it really was like somebody being initiated into some kind of group.
Was there any nudity involved?
Not that I could see, but I left
balls,
early, so I don't know.
Did any balls make an appearance?
No, let's not get silly, John. Come on.
I know.
But yeah,
Very
and so,
serious issue.
well, funny enough, someone said to me, well, they were like, well, if you want to deconstruct it, why don't you start your own blab? And I was like, okay, so I actually did do that, and I actually got about 7 or 8 people jump in, and I had a bit of a banter with them, and actually, yeah, had like a good conversation with a couple of them. So
Really got too much time on your hands.
it's my days off. What are you talking about? Leave me alone, John. I'm gonna get all thin-skinned on you. Stop it. Don't disagree with
Did
me.
did they kick you out of the blab?
No, I didn't get kicked off. I left. I left. I made a dramatic entrance and made a dramatic ending and just kept my dignity and I left.
Kept your dignity.
Kept my
Never
retarded
had
face and my dignity.
That's a bit sad.
I kind of figured out a way to do it, so I point the camera just like I don't point it at my mouth because my mouth looks retarded when I talk. So, yeah. So, hey, come on! I've got to take the piss out of myself here, John. Come on, you know.
You still sound relatively normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Help me,
good.
help me! I'm got a retarded face.
Okay, so the whole point that we're trying to make today is that we've scaled it up from religion to cult.
It's red alert, people. We are on red alert.
But these aren't all atheists. These are just atheists that subscribe to Peter Bol Josie or Anthony Smegma Magma.
Smegma Magma.
Yeah, it's a particular cult that came out of atheism.
Yeah.
And it has street epistemology as their method of converting
Doesn't it
others.
really speak to, like, I think you've kind of said as well, like, everybody has weird ideas. You know, like, it's not just, it's people.
Well,
people.
and I probably don't disagree with the title of this book because everyone is wrong about God because no one actually has the full truth on anything really, is there, except for maybe Gandhi. But I think he got stoned to death or something by...
Gandhi.
Yeah, Gandhi, whatever his name is. Didn't he get stoned to death by a bunch of Christian fundamentalists because he wouldn't get circumcised or something? Or am I just making that up?
Wow, you just took it there. You took it to that place.
I think I'm just making that up.
I remember you actually talking to a Jewish guy on the street about circumcision.
Oh my God, what did I say? Oh, you shouldn't repeat it. Don't repeat it. I remember
you asked
that
him if he did the snip.
I asked him if he's circumcised. He got rather offended. I don't know why. Perfect stranger asked
for
him
the life of me, I couldn't imagine. So what did you think?
What the hell did that have to do with anything?
This guy James. So do you think I offended him?
I don't think you can offend him because he doesn't possess human emotions. He's an automaton. Like, I understand now he's a mathematician, which is fine, but, you know, get a personality, mate. Have a laugh. Life's short. There's no afterlife, so, enjoy what you have.
You know what's funny, dude? Like, quite seriously, I want to get serious for a second because I'm feeling really bad about this conversation. Like, I feel like we're berating a minority group. But the truth is that atheists are the most privileged, popular group in the world, like the Western world. Like, they're not, some of the most popular people on the planet are atheists.
Yeah, well, they sell themselves as being the most intelligent as well.
But I feel like I'm, I don't know. I feel worse than I do when I berate feminists.
You're kicking against the pricks. Or the goads.
The goads.
Leave the feminists alone. Women should have equal rights to men, all right?
I'll have you know, I'll have you know, excuse me, I am friends with a feminist now.
Oh, well, hopefully she can talk some bloody sense into your head.
She is. Her name's Talisha. She's very nice.
You misogynistic bastard. I've heard you're ranting about feminism.
Hey,
leave the girls alone. They've had it rough.
I'm on... After you're done with them.
Hey, you gotta laugh.
You've been boathed.
How you going? You want to get some bother in you?
Oh, dear. Oh, what is this?
Maybe edit that
out. This is shit. This is absolute dribble.
We're responding to stuff, man.
Sure.
I'm in good form.
We sound like a couple of maniacs.
we are. We are.
Oh my gosh. Let's say something nice. We have to finish on a positive.
Okay, a positive note.
If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
A positive note. A minor? No, that's
A minus.
G flat.
Say something mean to me then, at least.
You're a cunt.
Okay.